Gameoration.
What is going on, guys? It's Taylor.
And it's your boy, Dre.
Welcome to an episode of Gameoration. About games and so forth, and all this good stuff in our lives here. Dre, have you ever heard the expression, no good deed goes unpunished?
I often find myself repeating that phrase.
Every
time I tried, and this is specifically work related, but there's a time I've learned my lesson never to go above and beyond. I break that rule all the time, and it comes back to haunt me.
Bites right in the ass. So for me, it happened recently at work.
Yeah,
I'm saying. So that work, I'll tell you. So just quick little story here. Just let me know what your take is. I started doing like intermittent fasting, right? So like I eat from like 10:30 to 6:30, and like that's it, right? Those 8 hours I'll eat. Before that, I'll drink water and like black coffee, and like I'll enjoy that much.
Wait, why gotta be black coffee, man?
Because black coffee is I'm not sure I had figures in the coffee, but it works.
There's Mia Tierra. That's my jam when it comes to coffee. I'm just saying.
But I just do
Tierra Mia, but yeah.
If anything, like no creamer, like I'll toss in like one or two like stevias, and like that's
You're a crazy person though. Black coffee is disgusting.
That's why you gotta learn. You gotta handle yours. Anyway, so on the other day at work, I get there. So I'm an early bird, so I get to work at 5 o'clock, or 5:15 or so.
Crazy dog too.
I know. Anyway, so I get to work, I knock shit out, get things done, I get work done, everything comes to me, I get taken care of. All my tickets, everything, I get taken care of. My standard jobs, I do get taken care of. Like things get sent out, and like, at 11 o'clock, I'm done. Like I'm done for like the whole day, or 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I said, hey, I told my team, I'm like, hey guys, I'm like kind of hungry, and we like once a month we get to have like lunch on the company. So we have like I have a company card, so I'm allowed to have like one lunch for the team on like per month. So so I get approved. Cool. So I got approved for a lunch. Cool. I go and order. I'm fucking starving. Like, and some of my teammates know that I do this intermittent fasting, so they know I'm starving. So they know I'm fucking hungry. Like, oh, Taylor's hungry. We better get something good to eat. So we pick somewhere for breakfast. And then cool, so it'll be. I'm like, you know what? Here, I'm done for the day. I need gas anyway. I'm gonna go get gas and I'll go pick up the food, and it'd be a lot easier than going DoorDash and having to like wait for somebody to come drop it off. So cool. So every orders, I put the order in, got it set up. Be ready in half an hour. Cool. Go get gas, take off, and then I go to the place, and then we have a meeting like around 11:30. So I get the food. I go there, go inside. I say, hey, it's my order, and the guy said, okay, cool. I'm all here. He's all, here's your 2 bags of stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Is everything in there? He's like, yeah. Here's the items right here listed here. I'm like, okay, awesome. I'm hungry. I'm like, cool. I'm still having a good day. Everything's going good. I got my car, hop on the meeting. Like we have a meeting on Teams, so I just Bluetooth up to my phone, my card. I was on the meeting, talking, whatever, doing that stuff. Get back to my job. We have an atrium area that has like a couple tables. It's all covered. Most of the company sits. So I get there. I go there. It's kind of early, so I get a table. I'm waiting there. And I'm in the meeting, and I'm like, hey guys, FYI, I'm here at the atrium. And so which means like, let's go, right? So that's cool. So they finish the meeting, and then I'm waiting there, right? And so my coworker comes out, my boss comes out, and they're like, oh yeah, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the food. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So we get in there, I'm getting everything. Hey, I'm gonna get my water. So I went and got my water bottle from my desk, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm like, oh cool. So what'd you get? And I'm like, oh, I got like this like ham, it's like a egg and hash brown sausage, and I got a muffin. It's okay. So I get handed my muffin, and everybody gets handed their food, and then they're all, what'd you get again? I'm like, I got a egg and hash brown and sausage, and then my boss is like, I don't see it here. I'm like, what do you mean? And so everyone else got their food except me. The person who went out of the way to ask for lunch for everybody, to go get it for everybody, did not get his food. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, you got your muffin. Like, that's nice, right?
That sounds like you're being pranked.
Yes.
But then something happens where you prank somebody.
Yeah.
But like,
they pull the food anyway, and they go, oh yeah, here it is. Be correct. Yeah.
No. Like you prank somebody, like I've done this where like you prank somebody, like, oh, like you steal their water or something. Yeah. But at some point you fucking drop the water and break it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. It's better to like go on, just keep this going and die with the secret than actually give it to you.
So I called the place. I says, hey, like I'm calling them. I'm gonna call and let them know that it's there. Like I'll drive back because I'm done for the day anyway. So I'll drive back. It's like 20 minutes away. Less than that. I drive fast. I call, straight to voicemail. I call other numbers, straight to voicemail. I call again, try another option. Like, oh, here's a directory of numbers to who you want to talk to. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know who he works here. So I'm like, you know what? Fucking forget it. So I ended up going back to my desk, answering some emails, and like ended up going. We have a little cafe at my job, so I ended up getting like a sandwich and some fucking chips for my lunch. Where everybody else had like nice breakfast and so forth. I got to have
Michelin star chef meal prepared meals.
I had a triangle sandwich and a bag of Saladitos chips. That was my lunch, and my blueberry muffin.
Depressing.
And I'm like, well, I'm on no good deed, huh? I'm like, I did all that, and like, and then after that, I got a computer back that I was waiting for, and there was an issue and nobody could fix. I fixed it right away. I'm like, okay, I guess we're back to having a good day again, because fuck, that was it. Like, the bad part of my day was me not getting food, and everything else was just fine. So I'm like, well, that sucks. So
yeah, no, I know that feeling. I feel like I have to. I hate to like sound cocky or like full of myself, but at my heart, I'm a good person, right? I do good person shit. I go out of my way. No, I'm just saying, like that has come back to bite me more times than I can count, and I have to. So I'm in this weird state where I have to limit my goodness. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say, like, okay, here's an example, right? Let's say I'm sitting on the curb, and I see you drop your wallet, and then whatever. And you hop in your car, and then you drive off with your wallet.
Yeah.
I will like pick up the wallet and like I'll call like you know like try to find you like okay wallet, like wallet
ID and then send it back to
like me. And I'll call like okay that didn't work. So at this point I was like okay I should just give it to the cops and let it go. But like no I was like no but because here's the thing I were that person I would want the person who found it to go above and beyond for me. So I feel like I can't not do that if I expect or I don't even expect that but if I want somebody to do that I have to be willing to do it on my end. So then I'll go out of my way and like maybe I'll hop in my car and drive to here's actually an example.
Okay.
I used to do Uber Lyft short period of time. Someone left their keys in my car. I call up Uber Lyft and like hey yo last person in my car left their keys. I picked them up from their house. I know they don't have keys to their house now, so when they do go back to their house, they're not going to be able to get in.
Be locked out.
Yeah. And I would fucking hate that situation, right? I know I would be like, oh, fuck, I left my keys. I would be like crying, mad, angry, punching walls, like, and then like, I might, like, I don't know if this person lives alone, so they might not be able to get home. So when they do get home, they're crying, or they might find out they're like when I lose my wallet, like, my world is like,
in shambles.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like we could be having sex. We could be like, I mean, me and you, right?
Hell yeah.
We could be having sex. I could be at Disney World. I could be doing a porn, but you know, girls all up on me, and I would still like, damn, I fucking lost my. All I would be able to think is like, I lost my fucking wallet. So that's how I feel that person would feel about their keys, right? Yeah. So I call up Uber Lyft, like, okay, well, we'll let the person know, right? And I don't leave. Okay, it's like, okay, so like let the person know. So I'm technically losing money now.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for this person to call me.
You're not getting
rides.
So
we get the keys. Yeah, I'm not getting rides because at this point I was in Hollywood. I'm not getting rides. So I was
you're a little ways away from your house.
Yeah, and I know once I leave, I'm not coming back. I'm good. I'm not that good, right?
Yeah.
But once I leave, I'm gonna come back. I was like, okay, I just shit out. 30 minutes go by, nothing. I was like, oh fuck. So I know where I had dropped her off. It was like her. So I go to this club and like, yo, and I try to explain it to them. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna help you. And I was like, so then I'm like, what do I fucking do? So then I tried to remember where I picked the person up from, and I drove back to where they were. It was like 20 minutes from where it was.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out which house it was, and I was just like, why am I here? Like I already did what the
more than enough
protocol was, and I even think I still had those fucking keys to this day. Waiting for that person to call me back, waiting for Uber to ask for them, but I was like, I was going above it. So I wasted like 3 to 4 hours trying to get this person his keys, and I already did what I was supposed to do. And I would just, again, if I had lost my keys, I would just be like soul crushed. So I was like, I don't want this person to deal with that.
Yeah.
And again, I have to like, okay, pull myself back. Like, okay, Dre, you've done what you can, and you're trying to do more, and it's not going to work.
Yep.
And now I'm like, it's weird. I'm having a bad day, because I know somebody else is gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything wrong, and it's just like it's this cycle of it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's that conscious thing. It's like, damn, like if I know, if that happened, I would just want someone to like be there for me, and I like, yeah, you know. So yeah, and at the end of it, I mean, it didn't bite me in the ass outside of me just basically losing 4 hours of work and basically calling it a day. And you know, that's like, it would be like if I basically quit my job for that day and was trying to help this person that I could never help, and it just.
Yeah,
I got nothing out of it. So yeah, I understand. So I gotta constantly remind myself, like, okay, look, you put in a solid effort. It is okay. I give my permission to. It is okay to let go. I'm like, okay. So yeah.
What happened? You just.
Oh, I had those keys to this day.
Oh really?
Like I legitimately they never called.
Oh shit.
Uber, Lyft never called me back. I couldn't figure out where they lived because like at that time it didn't really tell me. Because I picked them up on the side of the street, so I didn't actually know which house was theirs.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to just like leave them. So I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck, what do I do? I had the keys, and I kept them in the case that someone had ever called me back to say, hey, she called to ask for keys. Because, you know, Uber Lyft, if you don't know anything about Uber Lyft, that customer support's like bullshit. You can call them up like, yo, I have so-and-so's wallet. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll contact them. I don't think they actually do anything. If I like,
yeah,
whatever, go back for my day. I don't give a fuck. And so it's like,
I'm sure there's something in the EULA or like, oh hey, whatever you lose, like it's on you, like whatever. Acceptable, you know.
Yeah, like
whatever.
But I'm a human, and like again, if I left my wallet in the fucking Uber, I would be in shambles, and I would hope that Uber person, even if it costs me money, like even because I've heard people do this, like, hey, I'll bring your cell phone back for $50.
Oh wow.
I used to be in these Uber Lyft groups, and they just talk shit about customers. But some people are like, yeah, I only bring it back for money. If they don't give me money, then you know I'm not obligated. Because technically, I think you're right. You paid under like as long as I didn't steal their phone, if they left their phone, it's not finders keepers. But at the same time, I don't need to go out of my way to. I mean, I think you're supposed to maybe like just drop it off at the police station. Who knows, right? I don't know the actual quote unquote logistical protocol, but you don't have to do shit, right? And people like I only do it because
I guarantee you that someone, if depending who you called, someone from Lyft/Uber customer service would say, consider that a tip, and just throw it away. It's not your concern. That's what they're. If there's any money in there, consider it a tip. Like that's probably the way they wanted you to think about it. Like most people, most people in this world are bad, so they're not gonna go above and beyond. They don't really care. Like fuck them, you know, who cares?
Yeah.
So they'll take the money, toss the wallet, and say, I never had it, so it's not my fault, you know, whatever. And
it's you'd have a hard time proving it at the same time.
Yeah.
You need photos. Like if you can't prove,
recording they're actually saying give me your wallet or whatever.
Yeah, or like are you pictures of you dropping your wallet? Because like I looked at my car, I wasn't there, and you can't disprove that. Like unless you want my footage, but then like you'd have to like, get a warrant for that because like it might give you my footage.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's fun times.
All right, well,
all that to say, I understand.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, good intentions are nice, but sometimes they is bite in the ass. But either way, we'll start with little game news because we're talking about that's happening recently with the biggest delay going on with GTA 6. There's a weird thing going on here. So let me a couple things to point out here. GTA 6 was delayed, but also Rockstar themselves are in a little hot water because they went ahead and fired a bunch of 30 or so people who were speaking about starting a union. They're talking about union talk, and Rockstar didn't like that. All 30 got fired. I'm not sure of their rank or what they were doing or their jobs were in the company, but they got fired. Shortly after that, Rockstar delayed GTA 6. For that, it was supposed to be set. The original release date was March or May 2026, right? So next year, but in a couple months. Now it's gonna be November 2026. Now, the coincidence is there, but it's not, beyond of like, yeah, you gotta think something happened. What's going on here, right? So Rockstar, a little hot water. They're not sure maybe how far it will go as far as like the backlash or the bad press.
Let's be real deal Holyfield about it. People are gonna care as long as they care, which is about what, 2 news cycles. No one's gonna.
Until something else happens, yes. I'm saying though, but like I'm sure PR has come out wherever, like kind of like cover your bases. Like this is not a good look right now, even though it's a couple months away. any type of advertisement for GTA 6 or anything. It may be in the works that would have happened during maybe Christmas or the holiday season for GTA 6, like to get ready for it, to pre-order whatever now. That wanted to get pushed back to get out of the way of any bad press or any bad taste in people's mouths that Rockstar may have right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But especially right now with everything going on in the world.
People are pissed off. Lay low.
Yeah.
Let some else shit happen, and then people are that's what
forget about. Yeah.
Makes me mad. Like the union thing specifically. I'm all about unions. I mean, I work with a union or for a union, or I'm covered by a union. I'm not sure what the actual words, like lexicon that goes with that. But anyway, unions are, look, there's good systems, there's bad systems. But being a union, ultimately, I would say more good than bad. There is some bad unions, there is some abuse in every system. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
Unions is definitely for the employees, especially if you work private enough, you know that the company, the people at the top don't give a fuck about you, and they will let you die.
Everybody's expendable.
If they can just hire somebody else, or they can just save money. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. I think people, when COVID hit, that was really apparent to a lot of people. So yeah, I hate that companies do that. Like, I hate that Amazon fights the union. I hate that companies I want to like Rockstar. Even like people believe in their the game, so you kind of get this like. Not like they're a good company, but you kind of like have affection towards them because like they make that product that I love so much. So it sucks to be like, oh yeah, fuck these people. It's like, whoa, come on now, can't you do like I imagine $1 billion company, maybe $1 million company. What?
Oh no, $1 billion, not million. No. They made $8 million in one day when GTA 5 came out.
Okay, yeah, like what requests that these people could have that would be so backbreaking? Like, oh fuck this, like.
But see, also now. Everyone is concerned not so much about the union part, but everyone's making memes about the delay. So I think So I think that the delay was meant to, one, get out of the way of bad press, but two, to soften the blow of the union situation. So now nobody's talking anything about union wise. Nobody's really talking about that. They're talking about all the news is about GTA delay. Here's a bunch of memes and everything and jokes about the delay and when it'll be out. But no one's talking about it. And all those memes, not one person mentioned the union.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's actually important.
Yeah.
You're going to get the fucking game. It just might come out a week later than you want. No,
or a short time later. Yeah, you're right. But
on the flip side, it's going, these motherfuckers just lost their job and all that hard work they put in.
Yeah.
It's going to turn to shit.
And your retaliation was, here's some memes about the delay. I can't play a game until 6 months later.
That sucks. Yeah. I hate that. I wonder if is this like a now thing or this has always been the case? Because I feel like
delays like now that
no, not the delay. Like the people that just don't. I don't say pretend to care. They care for a really short like if you looked at the Google searches, it'd be like I don't know,
trends?
Like if I got cancer, like people would care, like, oh man, we feel so bad for you, but a week later, like, oh man, so you hear about
look at your social media feed, like, oh hey, sorry to hear that, whatever, like praying for you, thoughts and prayers, whatever the fuck you want to say, for like a day or two. Somebody's like, oh yeah, I just heard whatever. Give it a week.
Yeah, like nothing, or like nothing gets done about it. Like not a single part. Like some people will fight, and some people like go join the fight, but they have so weak backing that it doesn't, like, nothing's gonna happen at the end of the day, right?
The same people who will make us think about the amount of length that somebody will make us think about the issue is about the same amount of length somebody will wish you, oh hey, by the way, I forgot, happy birthday. That's about like a solid week.
Yeah,
good a week. That will do.
Yeah, no, that sucks that you're gonna get your game delayed, but it sucks more. I'm as I get older, like maybe because like I feel like. When I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't even say kid. When I was younger,
when
I lost my job, it was like, oh, I'd just go find another one. Like, no big deal. Now, if I lose my job, it means I don't have health insurance anymore. I may lose my house.
Yes.
I might go in debt. I might have to go bankrupt. So like that shit like matters now. And I hear like people like a $1 billion company just laying off employees. Like, what the fuck? Like those people need that income. I don't imagine they live in paycheck to paycheck at the same time.
Yeah,
I can't imagine they're sitting on money. Like, because here's the thing, bro. I hate to be like I'm old, but I noticed like.
Are you gonna say back in my day?
No, but like a lot of things start to bother me now. Like the CEO of fucking Rockstar. imagine that dude probably works the least amount and makes the most money.
Yeah.
And is sitting on cash and could like just fart out fucking bonuses to all these people and said he like lays them all. Like there's nothing that these people could want outside of like healthcare benefits, a regular 40-hour work week. That's like, it's not like they're asking for his firstborn. It's like, oh, we got to fire him. They're planning on killing me or some shit.
I don't think, the thing is, I don't believe that there was any like motion to start one. It was more they're talking about one.
Yeah.
It's more like, how dare you even speak of those like words.
Yeah,
I can't remember offhand. I do apologize for the misinformation, but I don't remember if, I believe it was outside of the work time. It was like on personal time. It wasn't even within work.
Yeah, I think I'm all for unions. Like I even hate the people who are like, because when I see growing up, but I see like I met a bunch of younger employees and like they're all like against unions. Like, oh, unions are bad. I was like, damn, you don't know nothing. Like, why do you think you like
protection? Yeah.
Yeah. What have you done? And you're a baby. Why do you fucking think union? You're not even part of a union ever in your life. But you think it's bad because some thing you heard. And again, they're not all like whistling Dixie perfect systems, but
yeah,
they more help than they ever would hurt. At least in my opinion. I mean, you probably can find and like in probably prove me wrong, but every union I've seen has been for the better.
My in-laws are both members of unions. They're both in the, to be vague, it's construction type work where they do things out and about. So they both unions. And they're always about pro union whatever, but they're always talking about they go down to in LA and they do their vote and they get all their raises whatever, and they get their consistent raises and so forth, and they know that when they do get they lose it, the job's done for a certain site whatever, they can just go back to the union and then pick up another job right away. Like somebody always to be able to go pick up. So like your job security is there. Yeah, you pay dues to there, but you pay dues kind of like almost protection fee, I guess you could say.
It's
like
insurance at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's work insurance. It's like a form of work insurance that it helps you. One, they fight for raises. You don't always get what you want, but they will push hard enough where they make a difference.
And your vote actually counts.
Yeah, and you get like raises, wages, like training consideration. Like they're for you to make sure you have what. I can't speak for all unions, but in general, unions are like there for you to make sure you have what you need for this job to work for you.
Yeah.
Like some people work at a job and then like I work 40 hours a week. I pay like it's something simple like I work and I just don't complain about it. But right now I work at my job and my boss texts me all the time. So right, and like I'm supposed to have a cell phone. Right, it is the expectation in my current job is I need a cell phone to work, but they're not paying for it. Right. A union, and if I brought that up to a union, they would fight for like, oh, yo, these dudes need a stipend because their phone is not a personal phone anymore. Now it's a partial work device, and they're paying for that.
My job has that. I get a stipend every month.
I should get a stipend for that. I don't want to fight it because I just don't want to deal with it. But
yeah,
me and a lot of employees feel this way. But it's like if either you can't have it both ways. Where sure I can text you and message you whenever you want, so you need to be accessible. Yeah, but you can't. Oh, but it's going to be on your dime. Like no. If I'm working, this is a work device. Mm-hmm. It needs to be subsidized in some way where this you can work. I was saying so the union would fight for that. If enough of people complained about it, they're like, you guys have a point. If you're going to use these phones as a partial work device, that you should get a partial stipend to help pay for that bill, because it's not because I could technically go without a phone if I didn't want one, right? If I didn't want a phone, I could go, but then oh no, but for work you need one. Well then, provide me one or something like that, right?
Have you ever gone a day without a phone?
I used to. I can't do it now. But I've gotten to this habit specifically because I drive a lot now, that I have to have my phone so I can use Google Maps. Even though if I know where I'm going, like I've been there a million times, I will still open up Google Maps, because traffic in LA is unpredictable as fucking hell. Yeah. So that trip that I always go on every day may have a fucking 12-car pileup. And I have actually the worst traffic I've ever been. Well, it was literally a car pileup. Was I was driving Uber Lyft. I was going to LA. I was like, I know how to get there. All of a sudden, traffic came to a complete stop. and we were stopped for 2 hours because somebody decided they wanted to go flip their car upside down and crash into another car.
It's a choice, Drake. People have those choices.
Yeah.
Free will.
And then we were legit on the freeway, just stopped.
A legit parking lot.
Like, it was a legit parking lot. There was no one moving. And, like, Google would be like, hey, yo, nigga, if I was you, I would go.
Get up, turn around.
You might want to take this exit. So I'm just saying.
Away. Yeah.
So I always use. So I gotten to the point where I need a phone. It's gotten so bad that I actually have 2 phones, specifically because one has
some money bags.
Yeah, well, one has hot spotting, and my other my personal phone that I used to connect to people, they basically blocked hotspot. I was basically hotspotting for free.
Yeah.
And they basically blocked that, and they said, "Oh, you want to do that again? It's going to cost you like $100 a month." I was like, well, if I just go get another phone, it's definitely cheaper than $100 a month.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I hotspot through that. And that's actually for work and other business things I used to do mostly. But yeah, it sucks for Rockstar. But let me ask you.
What's up?
Okay, let me ask you this question to take back up. Do you care? Okay. Sure you care. How much do you care that a game's delayed? Or does it like affect you? Like, oh no, it's the end of the world. Like, whatever.
I look at it like a lot of things in life where I have no access. I have no control of it. I don't like the effort of me is getting mad and saying, in fact, no, I've never gotten mad a game was delayed. I would say it sucks, but there's the effort is me saying, oh man, I'm so mad. I'm going to go back and rage. Or I'm never going to buy this product again. Whatever. Like, I know I care enough about this game to know and to learn and to pay attention enough that the game's been delayed to say, okay, well that sucks. I'm gonna play anyway. Like, unless it gets canceled, but even then, like, things happen. There'll be other games that come out in that time that I can play or whatever. Whether it be games like personally or games we play here or whatever. Like, my life will go on. I will still do things the same. And yes, again, if you ask me about the delay, I say, you know what, that sucks. I wish it could come out sooner. I was planning to have this, whatever. And I'm sure there are people who have taken, legit, there are people who have taken days off. Once GTA 6 got announced, that release date, the 26th of May or whatever it was, or May, whatever, in 2026, that day or that month, days were taken off. Like, there were days taken off, whatever, just for that game. Those people are the ones going to be more mad because they may not be able to readjust their time off, even though it's like months away. They may not be able to. It may get locked in. I'm going to depend on the bosses are or whatever.
You get 1 day off a year,
and that was it. Yeah, it. And even though you were guessing which day it may be, but you may have taken like a Friday off or a Monday off to have like a 3-day weekend to play the game. More than everybody else or whatever. But still,
I'd hate to be like. Maybe because I'm old, but I just don't care. It's just like, it's delayed. It's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like,
it's like
the delays don't matter because there's like, I'm going to play it either way. They're going to get my money either way. I'm going to buy it. It's fine.
The only things that would bug me, like, what is that game that's never going to come out, but people are like,
Star Citizen?
Yeah, there you go. Like, that game was supposed to come out.
That's been in pre-alpha since you were born.
Yeah, like, that game has been in development for like 52 years. And it's like, it's almost like a legal scam where it's like oh yeah,
millions of dollars.
Yeah, like it's like
so much money.
It's like so much people invested in this game that is like, it will eventually come out. It's gonna be crap, and then people are gonna shit on it. But people keep investing into it. So it's like this circle of like, it's not gonna ever be lived up to this expectation. But people keep putting in more money, so it'll live up to the expectation, which is never going to. But like, that would bug me.
It's more of a bluff for like, I'm gonna buy my way into saying that I'm having a good time. I'm gonna say like, okay, I'm gonna pay enough, so like, in my mind I paid enough, so in my mind I'm gonna have like, I'm having a good time, I'm liking this game, I'm gonna promote it, because if I don't like it and I put this money, I'm gonna feel stupid.
Oh, it's like what's that, sunk cost fallacy.
Okay.
Where you're like,
oh, you put you lose so much money into a product.
The thing that most people can relate to is that they don't want to break up with their boyfriend or girlfriend because they put so much time and effort into the relationship that breaking up.
Yeah, it's not cost effective.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I put so much into this, I can't break up now. But it's like, no, you'd be better off if you just cut your losses and left. Mm-hmm. Basically that, yes. People put so much money into it, like, well, I put this much into it, I might as well wait for the end result instead of like, no, I'm bailing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like in a situation like that, I would be pissed, especially if you put like people with like thousands down and like it's like grown no fruit. Is that the no fruit's been sown?
No fruit bar, like bar no fruit.
Yeah, his bar no fruit. So I would be pissed that situation, or if a game got canceled that I was like waiting for, or if a game came out that I was excited for it and was fucking trash, like how Cyberpunk 2077 was the day it came out. Those are the only situations I feel like people have like a justifiable reason to be mad. If a game gets delayed, like bitch, it's just delayed. It's not like it's not coming out. It's just gonna have to wait maybe a little
GTA
longer.
6. I mean, it's not like a small indie game. Like it's a game where the hype is
you've
so
been
much.
waiting. When did GTA 5 come out? Like 10 years ago?
14 years ago.
Yeah, 14 years. God damn.
Around there. Yeah.
Like, you can wait a couple more months, and then if you got
12 years, I forget.
You got delayed maybe delayed like maybe 2 more years. Okay, I can understand your frustration, but like a couple months, yeah, shut the fuck up. You can go touch some grass for a few months. You can save on some. You can play GTA 5 again. Yeah. I've become that cynical old man when I see people say things on the internet. It's like, dude, you really have. If that ruins your day, you have no life. You just need to get out more because that is not even that big a deal.
Well, I mean, from having a delay to coming back out of nowhere, you had let me know about BlizzCon coming back. After how many? 2 years of being away?
Oh yeah, it got canceled the last 2 years, and I was wondering. And before we talk about BlizzCon being canceled, and do you think BlizzCon even has a point anymore? Because
I was thinking about this when you told me that. I'm like, why would BlizzCon? Like, what would the reason be for BlizzCon to come back now, if anything? Like, one, it's already sold out. I looked online and I'm like, oh well, the fucking
pre-early tickets
is already sold out. Yeah, I mean, but like going on, like if you release early bird tickets and you don't sell, there's a problem. But their early bird tickets have sold out, so they know that there's an audience still there. At least that audience is going to show up there. And then there'll be more people who didn't do early bird will get. So their money's going to be there for the return.
If you need tickets, I might have a connection.
Go for it. Yeah, I think Trey does, actually. But I was thinking back. I'm like, I know for years ago they had the issue with Diablo, the mobile game, the Immortal, and then there was a whole issue with the don't you have cell phones like at the con. Nobody was happy about that. There was some issue where they had with that guy, that streamer.
I forgot that happened. I do remember that
streamer who did something, who stood up for a country for something, got shushed and got slanted and had rocked. And then Blizzard went against him. I forgot the exact details of the story, but the owner of Blizzard came out, or CEO of Blizzard came out and did some apology, or like some half-assed apology, but did not mention that person by name, and they did apology around the topic. But not directly to the topic, and they tried to. So
you're thinking that BlizzCon has basically been like
super laying low,
like because they were feeling canceled, like the morale for them was being lowered as a result.
It was being questioned, actually.
Interesting, because to me,
or are you trying to say because even if they have no new games coming out, their current games still have fans, and they still be going on there and doing panels where people voice and so forth.
Yeah, well, that's where I was at it. Like, what is the point of BlizzCon right now outside of just like, hey, I mean, you have that audience that's always going to show, but I feel like BlizzCon is like a type of con that can't possibly grow anymore, right? Like,
if anything, for me, I was thinking it's just a resurgence. They're trying to bring back old money. They're trying to bring old money back to the current state. Like money that they had from like WoW or for
that's what I was saying. Like because like BlizzCon has its audience, right?
Yeah,
you're not gaining or look at in my head, in my Dre brain.
Yeah.
You can't possibly be gaining more StarCraft fans. Like I feel like your StarCraft fans have reached this tipping point 8 years ago.
You're the line of the lateral.
Yeah, and it's just been going down and playership. And like Warcraft, you've already had. Even if you release a new patch, the people who love the game might come back, and then the rest of the people aren't. Like, so you're like
the last thing, the actual proper game they released was like remastered versions of stuff.
Yeah, like they have Overwatch, right? But even that, right? Like you're not.
And Overwatch 2 numbers, and everyone who plays in Overwatch 2 has gone to Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. So like I just imagine like. On a graph, if you said, okay, these are hard games, these are how the numbers work. The numbers might be fine, but you're not getting new people. Like I just don't, because ultimately I would see like when I think Comic-Con, I think one is a celebration of comics, nerd culture, blah blah blah. But it's also like, hey, announcements, merch, new shit, giant billboards. Like, check out our new shit, right?
Yeah.
BlizzCon, I think, okay, cool. They bring back the fans who love it. That's some money, but they don't have. I don't think they have anything to announce. Like, oh, hey, you want to play some more StarCraft 2? Or like, maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe this year they're finally announcing StarCraft 3, which would be weird if you actually play the story. Not that I have, because I'm not a dirt nerd. Like, you fucking lose. But StarCraft 3 would be kind of weird, but they could technically do it. It would just be in a different direction because the storyline is kind of like concluded.
They're doing more Diablo expansions.
Yeah.
More classes they've added. They're doing another hero to Overwatch 2.
Yeah, like
they're expanding Overwatch 2 for summer. I don't know.
Like I could feel like how E3 was like, oh, there's no point in E3 anymore, right? Or it's E3 was a day we don't do it. Yeah, like it's like that. It's like E3 is it's a as much as people like to say like it's a conference to like celebrate, but that's just a fucking giant billboard, and they don't feel the amount of money that they put into it doesn't seem to be worth it anymore. So
people forget what E3 was for originally. E3 originally was for big box stores to go there and say, that game looks fun, I want that in my store, and they would order that game.
Yeah,
that's what it was for.
And I feel like it's still like that. It became a celebration, but it was still like a giant, at the end of the day, giant billboard. And then Nintendo pulled out, still giant billboard, and then Microsoft pulls out, and like Activision pulls out, I forget who else, or BioWare,
whatever. Yeah.
But then like they're like, at the end of the day, it's like, well, the amount of, because in general, I talk to people who don't. They say mostly conventions don't make money. They either break even or they barely make money. But in general, they just don't make money. So like, I assume like BlizzCon has reached that point where like
I'm going to make that, but later on in our podcast, okay, something else.
Okay, but like I feel like BlizzCon has reached a point where the only people going to BlizzCon are BlizzCon fans because it's not like Comic-Con where like everyone wants to go.
You have your core fans,
your hardcore base, which is probably not generating enough money. They have gaming tournaments, but I can't imagine there's that a fucking flock of people like, oh, I can't wait for the next StarCraft.
No one's fucking flying in. No one's gonna fly in from like overseas to come into BlizzCon. Like it's not a Comic-Con.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was shocking that they brought it back, but then it makes me think there must be some reason like, okay, this year we're gonna knock this out the park because. I just don't see any reason for it to even exist unless they're bringing back Heroes of the Storm in a new fashion, which is a game I used to play before it started getting crappy. But yeah.
So I work a couple miles away from Blizzard, the campus down in Irvine.
I used to work at Action not that far from there too. Oddly enough.
Yeah, and so I make calls to different companies for computer related stuff all the time, repairs, what have you. And there's always customer service to talk to. It's always some kid, like person sounds young on the phone. And I always say, oh, I gave my address. I'm like, oh, I'm down in Irvine. And no one, I'm always surprised, like, does everybody say, like, oh, well, you're down near Blizzard campuses or near Blizzard, whatever. Because Blizzard actually drive like 10 minutes to Blizzard campus. Like, no one's like that much of a hardcore fan. Like, oh, you're down in Irvine. Like, oh, you work at Blizzard, or you're near Blizzard. Are you near Blizzard, or do you know what Blizzard is? No one asks that, and like I always wonder. I'm like, well, like, is this
true?
This, no one asks that. No one gets interested. No one's like that hardcore. It's like, okay, well, I mean, if I was, I'm sure if I was in San Diego, I'm in San Diego near the convention center. Oh,
exactly.
Are you down there near Comic-Con or whatever? Like, I'm sure that would come up at least one time, but no one said that. No one's mentioning anything about Irvine, California. Well, that really they say it wrong. They say Irvine, California.
But that's hilarious.
Yeah, so I just like, I don't think, like I'm saying, I'm still more interested in them trying to bring back old money. Granted, the Microsoft the bio thing, that did nothing. That did absolutely nothing, pretty much in my eyes, to the convention. It's BlizzCon itself. What they're gonna do? They're going to what are the main games that they have right now to talk about? They have
for BlizzCon,
Call of Duty 7, World of Warcraft. Maybe if they want to bring it back, because they aren't doing anything with that. Yeah. I mean, World of Warcraft is like the other expansions, like the expansions have stopped or are slowed down tremendously. And it's not like I'm on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I don't have access to WoW. I would love to know that my subscription gets me access to World of Warcraft. I would play it. I love playing WoW. I love my character.
Really? I tried playing that game. I You know, it's this weird thing. Like, I think of myself as a nerd slash dork, and I always think like, you know all these nerd slash dorky things.
You're a nerd slash dork.
And like I always think like I would be into that. I think, and then I try like this is the wackiest shit.
No, but I had fun. I remember when I first because I got into it really late. I got into like 3-4
I know what it is.
versions. What's up?
And, we've had this conversation. I cannot stand Fetch Quest.
Oh yeah.
After I've killed my 8th spider monkey and brought the hide to that damn thing.
That's what I'm about to say too. I said I got in late. My friend from the company had given me like some 3 like codes for like I think they were past like they did like a WoW like past vanilla WoW. They had like 2 or 3 expansions, and he gave me codes for all of them, so I can play. I can hop in. I can join his guild as whatever it was guild.
Yeah.
And then so I remember when I first started dating my wife. Sorry, my throat's getting a little parched here. A little water, sorry. I remember when I first started dating my wife, I would go to breakfast with her, whatever. I go pick her up and be like, "Oh, what did you do all morning?" I'm like, "Oh, I was out, killing spiders." Like trying to get this quest and whatever. I tell her about this quest, and of course she very nice person. She indulged me, but I can see her eyes just fucking gloss over because she what I was talking about.
Spiders, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hides.
But I remember like going off like, oh, I was doing this and this. I was on like she called me like after work, whatever. She's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm here with so and so. We're raiding, and she's like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, like there was a time where I was really into WoW. Around level 60 or 70, I dropped off. I'd hit my cap, and a lot of people were playing anymore. I kind of dropped off, and like it was the WoW.
The wow factor.
No, I'm saying no pun intended, but the wow factor had gone away, and so I stopped playing.
Yeah, that's right.
I went to Final Fantasy 14. I've been playing that since. But I'm saying,
I tried 14 too, and it was the same thing. Like
with,
if I had to kill another fucking monkey and bring his hide to a goddamn merchant.
But I'm saying though, but with Xbox Game Pass, I don't get that. I would think because they purchased that, like I get Call of Duty 7, but like, can you also toss in fucking WoW? I would go back to it. I would have to go back to it.
If they knew the line would go up, their stock price would go up to do that, they would. They know it's not going to do that. They wouldn't be getting any extra advantage. It's like, that's not going to bring in new players. That's why there's people who talk about this.
When new players becomes like you can buy stuff and whatever, but like I'm not sure why that it's not just included. Like that would make sense to me. It should be included, and that would bring in new players because like, hey, it's free. I'm paying for it as part of my Game Pass, whatever. I might as well as like invest time in it, and they mapped the butt controls to Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox, my Series X, so I can play on Final Fantasy 14 on that. So I kind of download WoW on there and do the same thing for the most part. I mean, yeah, it's easier on PC. Obviously, it's meant for PC. But okay, well, you have Xbox Game Pass, Ultimate PC, and then I play it on there. Super easy. The same launcher I launched Call of Duty 7 when it comes out, or in Call of Duty, or what have you, or Overwatch, I can launch there.
All right, so this is not a tangent, but a tangent.
Uh-oh.
What is the point of a convention these days in general? Because I'm on the impression that, because again, I've been told, and I just don't know enough, so I assume that it's true that conventions don't make money, except for they're just basically, you mostly break even, but it's mostly like the advertisement. Comic-Con probably makes money because they have a bunch of companies that come in and probably just fucking throw money down this damn.
Oh, people pay for booths and so forth, and like they can charge up the ass for booths because they know what they're getting.
And a million people volunteer for that shit. So all those people you think work at Comic-Con, those mostly are volunteers.
Yeah,
they get paid nothing,
free money.
So like that probably makes money, but I can't imagine Anime Pasadena makes any money. Right?
I mean, and the AX.
Yeah.
Well,
Anime Pad like. AX probably makes money.
Anime Impulse, you mean?
Yeah. Well, they call it Anime Pasadena is the new name now.
Okay, sorry.
And I think it's like either this week or next week. Either I can't imagine they make money. And I went to Scare LA for years, and they stopped doing it. And again, Midsummer Scream is probably like the only horror convention that probably makes some money. But what is the point of a convention? Is it to make money? Is it to the fans, or is it a mix?
Well, it depends. So there is an aggregate of different vendors like Scare LA or Midsummer Scream. They have a themed base convention, and then everybody kind of pays to do their own thing, and and they get a cut, I'm sure, whatever it would be, or they make it money.
So you think like the nicheness of it probably still makes money?
But I'm saying that, but for the most part, for BlizzCon, if we're talking, it's still on this topic.
Right? Yeah.
for BlizzCon, a company throwing their own convention, like QuakeCon, QuakeCon, BlizzCon, like it is a not so much like
a giant billboard, then, right?
No, I'm gonna say like it's not as far as like they're sucking their own dick, but like they're there to say hey, look at me, look what I can do, show me love, love me.
We're still relevant, kind of thing. Okay,
love me, love me, and because I'm throwing this here, let me show our shareholders. This is our attendance for BlizzCon. This is our attendance for the online pass we sold. You may not be able to go in person, but here we sold these people these online passes so they can watch those whatever online, and then I think at the end of the day, I just don't see. It's all about money, man. Like it's just
it's about money, but I just don't see the relevance of Blizzard in general. Like Blizzard has some decent games. I played StarCraft, I played Warcraft, and I played WoW.
I'm a nerd.
And like I played Hearthstone, and like again, those games probably like the numbers probably have fallen off to like 25% of what it used to be. And I just can't imagine that there's any.
Well, no game is gonna be popular forever.
Yeah, but I just don't imagine those games are popular. Like those needs, I feel like all those games are niche now. So the idea of throwing like a entire convention for something that's super niche just seems so. From a business standpoint, like if I was a fan, sure, I would love BlizzCon. I would go every year. I'm not that big of a fan, so I might go this year just out of curiosity. But I just can't imagine that there's enough demand there where because Microsoft's all at the end of the day all about money. And I just don't see them saying, hey, let's go throw a bunch of money at BlizzCon so some nerds can all jack themselves off. Like, they'd suck their own dicks. Like, like they can swim in their BlizzCon. I just don't see it.
So what's the downside then? So
waste a bunch of money.
No, I'm saying. So BlizzCon throws, BlizzCon happens. You as a fan go there, expect a big announcement, but the big announcement it comes in the form of a game that you don't play. Like you're a Blizzard fan, but say you are strictly Diablo 4. You're all about that Diablo 4. You love it. You're all about it.
I need to apologize for something, but it is such a super duper tangent. But it now reminds me of something, and it actually loops back. I need to apologize, and again, super duper tangent.
Me?
I need to apologize about the studio.
Uh-oh.
That show did loop back around eventually.
What?
The show with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was always saying that show was kind of like I always wanted it to be like a continuous story, and it didn't feel like that in a way, and I was like kind of downing it. But then like the final episode, it looped it all back around,
movie,
and I was like, God damn it! Now I need to go back and apologize for Taylor for telling him that. And then like it all came together, like there was a reason for it. Like so then, and this is why it connects to what I was saying or what you were saying.
Go ahead.
Is that they have that they had that show where they're presenting all their material. It was basically a convention for movie CinemaCon, yeah. So it anyway. It reminded me I didn't need to apologize to you, so I'm sorry for shitting on your show.
Okay.
And this was like 8 months ago, but it's been in the back of my hand, like, God damn it. After I watched the finale, it's like, I need to go apologize to fucking Taylor now for telling him he's wrong. The show's it's not an episode, or what's the opposite of
episode? It's standalone, yeah.
Standalone episodes. It's just going to go on to nothing. Taylor's wrong. And I like dissed it and was like, damn, I watched that. I was like, fucking Taylor. I gotta go apologize. Now I feel better about myself. I've been holding that in my head for like 8 fucking months.
I was waiting for it.
I had to go apologize.
I've been waiting for it. It's been killing me inside too.
But they had the CinemaCon. So yeah, maybe it's that, right? It's like that attempt to vitalize. It's an attempt to revitalize what I consider to be a dying market.
Stagnant IP.
Yeah, because like Overwatch 2 came out and everyone shitted at a game.
Yeah.
Diablo came out and everyone kind of shitted on that game. Especially the mobile version. Again, StarCraft 2 is fucking dead. Warcraft, like WoW has its nerds, so you don't even need to bad because no one's new coming join WoW. Maybe there is something where they're like, hey, we're putting on a new face. We're going forward. We want you to come back. And I don't know, maybe we're listening to the fans or some bullshit. And maybe it's
They may say that. I mean, like it's. So I have this thing called when a manager or at work when they have these talks, whatever, like they have these meetings.
Yeah, we're all big a family.
I'm saying, but like I call it as more. Oh, that's just manager. It's all this manager talk. Like so managers have these meetings, right? And they have these trainings to be a better manager, right? And that's happens. They learn these phrases and so forth, and they implement those into their daily repertoire. Like like they're speaking to us, like, and I think I'm like that's just manager talk. Like, but yeah, I feel you, I understand you, like I know what you're coming from, but like you're just saying that,
yeah.
like, and just that's just manager talk because you're a manager. You have to say that. And deep down, you don't give a two fucks about this, whatever. And like but you as a manager have to say X, Y, and Z.
Well,
in your. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like I think. Because I think if everything comes down to money at the end of the day, what I can and can't do, what this company does.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft has this IP that's like, well, fuck. Blizzard was supposed to make us some money. It is not doing that. It is held stagnant. What the fuck are you guys doing? And I think they fired a bunch of people and they brought, from what I understand, and this just might be seen an insider, a bunch of Netflix insiders. Like their whole advertisement scene got bought out by Blizzard, or they've quit and joined Blizzard or something. Anyway, that team has probably been doing Netflix because Netflix is the number one streaming service. They're probably thinking like, okay, we brought these people in, use them. We want you to fucking do whatever they say do, and bring new life back to this IP. Because let's be real, it's one of the biggest IPs there is. I mean, if you talk about how big StarCraft, Warcraft, WoW, Overwatch,
developer,
Diablo, like how big those games are in terms of like lore, fandom, etc. They're probably like, hey, look, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just if you have to reboot every one of these series,
would that okay? What's
build a fighter? Have a fucking
Diablo fighter,
BlizzCon fighter, because fucking 2XKO, a game I actually really enjoy. Like no fucking Street Fighter players like, hey man, you guys want to play League of Legends? No, but they'll go fucking get down on some 2XKO. It's just kind of fun, and like it's relative to. So now they technically are bringing a new audience to League of Legends that wasn't there before. Like fighting, and the fighting game community is fucking huge. So they probably were like, hey, this is fucking cheap. Why didn't we think about this years ago, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably like the same thing. Like, look, I don't give a fuck if you need to release a fucking new fighter where you're having fucking Nova fighting fucking Diablo. Do some shit where you got like this new, or maybe like Arcane was a big jump off for League of Legends. Do some shit like that. Get some new life. So maybe it's that. Maybe at the end of the day.
I'm thinking like if I guess I mentioned it before, like the Marvel Rivals Overwatch 2 departure situation where like, oh, Marvel Rivals is just like Overwatch. Oh, let's go play that. And then so like the Overwatch 2 kind of like got left in the dust, and they still have their Overwatch League whenever they happen, and they show it on Twitch or whatever. But I'm not sure if what the audience is a split in the middle of like doing that and playing Marvel Rivals. And like,
have you? I tried watching. I'm a fan of esports. I tried watching Overwatch. What the fuck is going on? I watched that like 8 times, like in my life. Like I try to watch to finally like when it gets like
watching a certain player, like
no,
not
like
player,
just
not player, but like a
the tournaments and like and by the end of the match, I have zero clue what the fuck is good. There's so much shit going on and blowing up, and someone throwing all these darts around, and then like the shit blows up again.
I think that's why they're supposed to be so good. They're professionals, like
and then like this thing zooms off, and like man,
everyone has their own job to do, and they work like a team.
I'm just saying, like as an esports, I just don't think it works. Like I watched Counter Strike esports and like even like Valorant, and even though I don't play those games, I mean I play Counter Strike fucking religiously at some point, but Valorant, I don't play that game. I understand what's going on enough to like, okay.
Valorant has so many fucking rounds and takes forever.
Yeah, no, it does.
When you die, like you have to wait so long to play.
But I'm saying as a watcher, it makes sense to me. When I'm watching Overwatch, I don't know what the fuck's
like
going on.
like shoot, bang, bang, you're dead. Like I'm alive. Okay, we'll move on.
There's just so much. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, because like it's an esport that's not a great esport. It may be fucking fun as hell to play. It doesn't make. Not all games are made for esports.
Yeah.
Overwatch being one of them. Like fucking like Hearthstone is very straightforward. Card. Okay, he put this card down.
It's like playing these things. It's like watching a poker tournament.
Exactly. Like it's perfect for somebody to watch because it's so dumbed down, stupid. Like any person who doesn't even play Hearthstone. Like, oh, he put card down, other card disappear. It must have
And,
did something.
and you're watching the screen that actually shows the card layout as it's supposed to be, like an actual layout. So nobody, you're not looking at anybody's face, you're not looking at anybody's hands, whatever. Like you're seeing a card layout, five cards there, draw whatever, and you have an action, and there's text, whatever.
When you fucking watch Overwatch, all this shit is moving around, shit's exploding, people like jumping off walls and shit, teleporting through shit and like throwing shit. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? I just don't. Maybe I'm old. That's
what? Before we move on, what's your big prediction for BlizzCon? What do you think would make BlizzCon come back?
I've never gone to BlizzCon and they had no desire. But
regardless, but you know the properties that BlizzCon
that's what I'm saying has. But because they're like, because I'm at the point where like I figure like conventions themselves are just dying off because there's no point in them. Like I said, the E4 or E3. I assumed BlizzCon was going to go that way. So the fact that they're dusted it off and brought it back has made me think that there's a reason, like they're gonna try to knock it. Like there's gonna be some giant prediction, new direction, like a major shift. Where like, okay, we're adding this to fucking, I don't know, Game Pass, and it's gonna have all this shit. Like something where it's like, hey, we need you guys to remember that BlizzCon is not just a thing that all these nerds over here play, but it's a thing that everyone can like. So, like, I'm thinking like a new movie announcement, a new series announcement, a new
movie
game announcement, a new RPG. I'm saying like there has to be some.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna talk about fucking the COD movie.
Oh, is that Blizzard?
Yeah. The Blue Activision.
Oh, that'd be lame. But maybe
maybe
maybe that's what it is, though, right? I'm just saying, like they have to, for them to take this thing that they like they kind of quietly cancel it, and not there hasn't been an outcry for as far as I can tell.
Of what?
Like, oh wait, where's BlizzCon? Like if they cancel Comic-Con, that should be like on the fucking news. People be doing investigations about that shit. The fact that BlizzCon has been canceled the last 2 years. It was probably a big deal in 2023, but no one seemed to care in 2024. So the
Destiny part of BlizzCon Activision?
By Bungie. Is Bungie part of Blizzard? Or is Bungie part of Microsoft? I don't even know.
It's not Microsoft. I was thinking about that in my head. I'm like, it's not part of Destiny. Like,
no.
Anyway, go ahead.
I like Destiny though. But I'm just saying like there has to be something up their sleeve. Like the only platform this will really rock at it is BlizzCon, so bring it back because this is going to stock price go up us.
bring your cell phones.
Yeah, because like I can't imagine a new StarCraft is going to be on the way. Maybe I think it has to be like a new fucking Blizzard series because all those IPs, Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, WoW, even Overwatch, are just ripe with. Hey, make me an anime.
I think I have Kung Fu Panda being part of WoW, and then have like that make an anime of that.
That's their big announcement. They're adding a bunch of Fortnite skins. That's the whole reason.
WoW comes to Fortnite. Yeah.
Wow, Blizz comes to Fortnite. Now you can be Diablo and shoot up.
Lilith. You'd be
all those other that'll be that. No, I feel like it has to be something like they're making 3 new BlizzCon movies over the next 2 years, and
you know what's gonna be? It's gonna be X, Y, and Z remastered. It's gonna be a soft reboot for a remaster.
We'll see.
I would like to see like in WoW being integrated into Game Pass to try to get some more life there, and then they'll probably add some more heroes to Overwatch 2, maybe a new map or something, a new mode, and then that's about it. They'll go through and they'll say we're doing other things, we're doing whatever. Maybe they're making a Diablo movie or some stupid shit like that. I don't know, but they're trying to make something to get your attention back to Blizzard.
Have you ever seen the WoW movie? Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. I should watch it.
Yeah, but speaking of conventions, our last thing we'll talk about is something you brought up to me that I did some really research on. That Comic-Con, LA Comic-Con, which he's talked about.
Oh
briefly,
yeah,
selling shares at 80 cents right now, but 80 cents per share. Through whatever engine I forgot was starting.
Top engine,
whatever it is.
The first engine. Start engine.
Yeah,
first engine.
Anyway, some site. If you look it up, you'll see it. It was like 80 cents per share. You can buy equity into LA Comic Con. Okay, so I did some research. I'm like, well, why are they doing this? One, I asked, I'm like, can you look at I looked at the numbers from like the past couple of years, and like they aren't losing money. Last year, LA Comic Con brought in $25 million last year, and which is you don't think that, but everything happening, vendors, whatever, what have you. They $25 million is a lot of fucking money, and so okay, so the shares that you and I may buy, right? If we buy shares to this, we may get some perks, some whatever perks may be, but we do not have the voice to make a vote. We may be shareholders, but the reigning majority shareholders
they're not.
are going to make the decisions on there. They have 50. They'll control 50, no matter what happens here. They will always have 51% of the shares.
You've been watching Shark Tank too, huh?
I'm not saying that, but like they'll have the majority, because it's 50-50. We'd have both majority. We have equal share to make a vote and to say what we want. But because they have 51%, they have the majority stock. They have the majority. They say what the fuck goes on there. We are just people who. It's just a way for LA Comic Con to get more money and to invest more money into it.
That's where my head was when I shared that.
Yeah.
To me, because you're saying that they're not losing money, to me it shows a sign of they're not growing and they need a boost of funding.
They're not growing the way they want them to.
Yeah, they're saying like, hey, we're LA Comic Con, we have this thing, but like I said, back to conventions, we're not, because like California is like the land of fucking conventions from fucking March to like October 1st.
The con season.
Yeah, it is like you have. We're not just talking about LA, but like you have
up north stuff.
Yeah, you have like LA Comic Con, you have Emerald City, you have fucking San Diego Comic Con, you have Anime Impulse, you have Midsummer Scream.
There's one too, like Ontario, Pomona, like, but even they have semi big names, but for older IPs.
And then you have AX. So my thing is like there are too many conventions, right? And a lot of them do fall off and they come back, but like the major ones are still fighting for attention. And that's just in California. And then you have like Colossal Con, which is popular, and then you have fucking New York City Comic Con. Yeah. You have Sakura, like you have all these conventions across the board. And we're at the point in time where I think financially people in general are just like, fuck, I can't go to all these conventions anymore. I'm fucking broke. I'm gonna pick Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, because that's the true real deal Comic-Con, and then maybe Anime Expo, right? I'm not. What's the point? I'm not gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con.
You need one comic, one anime. Yeah,
I'm not gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con and LA Comic-Con and then Pasadena Comic. Like that's just fucking stupid. They're all the same, just different names. So to me, it's a sign that LA Comic-Con is dying. Like they have some audience, but it's not. They can't compete with, ultimately San Diego Comic-Con that shows up every year. Like I remember them trying to buy at some point San Diego Comic-Con, and it just never worked out. And they were riding on fucking Stan Lee's name for a while.
Yeah, it was Kamikaze and the Stan Lee's Kamikaze. Yeah.
And then Stan Lee's.
It was Stan Lee and Elvira at one time.
Well, yeah. And now like Fox or / Disney probably doesn't fucking. We have Anime Convention Center.
Yeah,
they don't probably care.
You have D23.
Yeah, and they have D23. So like, we don't fucking need LA Comic Con. So to me, it's a sign that LA Comic Con's not doing well. They might not be losing money, but they're probably.
Yeah, I think dying is a harsh word. I think dying may not be. It may be a little overkill on that wording. They may not be growing in the rate that they would like to, or to show that, or again, back to investors, to show that yes, we're growing at a rate where it's still feasible to put money into this, because
well, at the end of the day, investors, like, they don't fucking care about
ROI, right?
Like, you've made $1 million, good fucking deal. I gave you $1,000. I want that to 10x.
Yeah.
No, you're saying now you're gonna give me back 1,001. Yeah, fuck you. That's not a good ROI. Yeah. I can put this in the fucking stock market and get better returns. They need to see decent returns, so they're like looking for this. They're like, hey, and like, because they had the fans, right? Yeah. And all fans like, oh shit, I would love to put money in Comic-Con, just because like they're fans without real knowledge of stock market and all that bullshit, right? So then that's what my thoughts was like, LA Comic-Con must be, or at least the company that owns LA Comic-Con, which is Kamikaze Entertainment.
Yeah.
They must either be, okay, let me not say that. They must not be doing as great as they were hoping, and they're like, look, either we get this, look for, because at the end of the day, they're looking for new money. Obviously, they're just giving out to the public, like, hey, you guys want to just donate some money to us so we can hopefully
bring in new
blood,
bigger names to whatever.
Because to me, at the end of the day, I don't think it's.
Do you remember the first year of LA Comic Con or Kamikaze?
I remember the first year of LA Comic Con, and I remember the Kamikaze. Yeah.
Yeah, the first year Kamikaze we went. Did you go with me?
I don't remember when
because it was in the basement. It was in the parking lot. It was the very basement parking lot, and there was in the very base the parking lot where you park, the main parking lot where you go in. Yeah. You walk in from a smaller parking lot, and then you walk into the actual convention center itself. In that smaller parking lot was the Comic Con. It was LA Kamikaze, and it was panels behind these makeshift.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember
curtains, and then it didn't really matter where you were because if one panel got loud, they got fucking loud, and everybody heard it. So you were constantly competing over panels to do so. The vendors weren't really there, and then I think if you ever went to E3. If you know of Kensha Hall, like pretty much that area is where the Kamikaze was.
Yeah.
So from there it grew to the bigger convention. Then it got bigger, so it grew to expand to the main convention floor.
LA.
It finally got to where it should be.
Crypto.com. Well, no, that's not crypto.
No, it's still LA Convention Center.
Yeah, which is right next door to that.
It's the whole area with everything.
It grew,
but it got to the main proper main hall, where the convention should be, where your name. The big name convention should be. So now that's what they are now. So they've grown there and they're using all the halls. But I think last time I went to LA Comic Con, not all the rooms were filled. Like not so much filled with people, but filled with panels and
exactly what I'm saying. Like when you go to San Diego Comic Con, almost every room is being used. Every inch of that convention center is being used by somebody, and so somebody is paying something somewhere and they're making money somewhere. When I went to Kamikaze last time I went, or LA Comic Con, there were tickets still being for sale. Like fucking San Diego Comic Con, you had motherfuckers fighting and probably will kill each other for tickets legitimately.
Yeah.
Whereas Kamikaze, you'll probably have still tickets for sale the day. If you go there, you can probably still buy them, right? And that's for a convention. They have to meet a certain point for it to be we're ranking in the dough. When they probably say they probably still break even, or they might be making some money, but they're probably
the projection that's not met.
I mean, you say that, and he's Disney, well, we're gonna do San Diego Comic Con. We don't need Kamikaze, and you have more people well, we already did New York Comic Con, and then we're gonna do San Diego Comic Con. There's no point in going to LA, and I just feel like they're at that point where it's well, we can't sustain our rate if everyone's already picking these other giant, because the gaming has their things now, so there's no point in going to LA Comic Con.
Yeah.
Anime has anime conventions, there's no point, and then you're fighting against San Diego Comic Con, which is always going to be the winner. It has the most pull, I would say, in Comic Con, at least in the West Coast. Right? West Coast, West Coast. So yeah, I just think it's a bad sign for LA Comic Con. Ultimately,
would you want it? Would so if, but on the other hand, if San Diego Comic Con put their IP, if they went public with their IP, right, and they gave, I'm not sure if it's stock and shares are the same thing. No, I'm you help me on that one?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. So say they went, they went public with theirs in San Diego Comic Con, and they went for $10 a share instead of 80 cents a share, like LA Comic Con. Would you pay into San Diego?
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding me? There's not
because you have a name behind it, right? You have Comic Con. It's been on for so long. It's always that you, in your mind, you think it's always growing because you think San Diego Comic Con. But last year there was no big, all the big things pulled out of Hall H, so it wasn't really as the big of announcements that it should be.
I think San Diego Comic Con is always going to stumble, but the reason why San Diego, because there was a time. I think San Diego Comic Con's license was originally supposed to be up in
move
in there, in 2025, and then the mayor and everything was no, fuck this.
Do you know how much money that pulls in? Not the convention stuff, but around the city.
Yeah, no, that I imagine
that city, that area around there, banks their years worth on that.
Because it's not just that; it's the hotels, it's the vendors, the food.
Yeah,
it's a 4-mile radius. The money Comic-Con bring in, it's probably
you could go to Comic-Con and not go into Comic-Con proper, and still have a good time outside of Comic-Con.
And then spend a bunch of money. You can go cheap with it, but I'm pretty sure that even those, not even like you're saying, things that aren't even LA Comic Con or sorry, San Diego Comic Con proper, probably still like sees like a 4-fold increase of funds. It's like food they sell, bottles of water.
So when friend of the show Renee and I went to the Comic Con one year, we went. We got preview night all the way through Sunday night. We were there all 5 days, and we stayed at a Motel 6, like miles away. Right, so we get up, we get up like at 4, drive down to like around behind Petco Park, park there, and then walk to the convention center because parking was fucking expensive as
Rookie,
fuck.
you can park there and still take the train.
No, I'm saying that, but like no, we walked. So no, we walked. We hit up 7-Eleven. We had places we hit up. We went to breakfast, whatever. Then we went down there. So we made sure we like to snack up and get shit. Water. One thing, water was fucking hot as fuck. So you snack up, get your essentials. Then you walk down there, and then you get in line for your fucking panel. That's 6 hours away.
That is not a me thing. 2-hour wait. Yeah, fuck this. I will go find some other shit to do.
No, I don't mind waiting. So, but like,
it's crazy.
So back to like, so I looked into like. Again, I keep kicking this keyboard. Fuck, I'm sorry. Keyboard I bought, so it doesn't matter. But the shares for the LA Comic Con, you will get some perks, maybe. But please note that yes, 80 cents. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy a ton of them. Cool, but it doesn't mean you get money back.
Yeah.
You're investing into a property that you want to see things happen. But don't look to get money back. You're not going to get a check at the end of each fucking year. Say you made X amount of dollars. Congratulations. Whatever.
You mean in general, you should be investing
money
long term that you're willing to lose.
Invest money and pretend that you never had it.
And at 80 cents a share, even that's a bad sign to me. Like, well, it is like
it's so low.
You have to buy 300. I think it's either you have to buy at least the minimum 300 shares or $300 worth of shares, which means you're paying at least $300 or.
Yeah, read the fine print.
Yeah, but even then, like if you're anything that's worth worth less than $1 a share is like to me a bad sign. Like if you can't say $1 a share, then like it's a little iffy, especially for a convention that's not brand new.
Yeah. Like
if you were like just starting out and like, oh hey, we're introducing like Comic Con, we were offering it for 80 cents a share because we think we're gonna be big. Yeah, that sounds good. Versus we're this convention that's been going on for the last 10 years, whatever.
Yeah.
80 cents a share is like, okay, what am I missing? So
yeah,
I just think it's a bad sign for LA Comic Con. Again, I enjoy LA Comic Con, but again, we're at that stage in life where buying a house is impossible, gas is expensive. People are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this con or this con, and LA Comic Con, it's post, it's Stan Lee days. I didn't say Marvel didn't pull out, but they're just not backing it like they used to. So it's like, I don't say there's no point, but it's not one of the big con names anymore. In my opinion, this is all my opinion, but yeah.
Yep. So that ends this episode of Gameoration. Thanks for watching. I know we talked a little bit of
Nerderation.
Yeah. It is. We touch on games here, but we talk about other things too, that it affect games. Everything does affect games because even at LA Comic Con, games represented. So everything does affect games in our talks here.
One big pool of stuff.
Yes. And hey, thanks for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. If you're listening on audio on Spotify or iTunes, thank you so much there. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can rate us, whatever, say thank you or whatever you say what you want. I don't really care. Please say something.
He cares a lot. We all care. I want to hear exactly what you say.
I'm just saying. But I am saying, if you say whatever you want,
I will write you a letter personally to tell you how much I love you.
With a headshot Peter. In it. And a $5 bill. $5 bill may not be included. So thank you so much for everything. Thanks for watching and listening. Don't check out other videos Monday and Friday.
Dude, you watch this suck shit. I shouldn't be picking my nose all episode. No,
it's very good. It gives you character. Monday, Friday, you have gameplay, and then Wednesday's gonna be our like I said, like you're here listening to us, watching us is our podcast.
Yeah, my skull candy. Skull
candy.
Blaster shirt.
Skull Blaster. Yep.
It's a deep cut.
Dre was working in before we got here, so that's why he got a bunch of stuff all over his shirt.
I was looking at that right now. I was like, damn, this shirt was like I was at work today, and it was some serious.
Dre's had some serious work issues before we started recording here. But hey, thanks for watching again, listening. Don't forget to check out our video Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday being a podcast, just leaving right now. And on that note, we shall see you guys later.
Peace.